guys, this is Jen with the Glasses, and I'm streaming Syberia 3! Yay! Alright, let me just make sure I'm set up here. I'll make sure I can actually see my chat. Oh, no! Oh, no. No. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Maybe? Oh. Maybe? Okay, let's move this around. There we are. Here we are, guys. Happy times. Hopefully I updated my information correctly. What are you doing? Computer? I don't understand. Last time everything fit, and this time it's like, nope. Hey, DS6! DS6 says, how goes Syberia? Really well, actually. I think whatever patch they did before I started playing where I can just use the mouse is helpful. The movement is really similar to the first two Syberia games, so I think people, when they're really mad about it, are just expecting... It has the same flaws as the first two. Syberia? DS6 said, how's goes Syberia? Syberia on purpose is like a joke, and I totally missed it, because I was like, my dyslexia just said, that's Syberia. The first letter is an S, Y, the first two letters, and the last one's an A, so it's gotta be Syberia. I'll have you know I live in a blue-collar neighborhood. Thank you very much. No, it's fine. I was all excited to talk about the game. I'm like, oh, let me talk to you about what I think about it so far. How you doing, DS6? So I'm sure you guys know, well, maybe you didn't notice at all. Some of you may have noticed I did a vodcast today of the first stream of this before I streamed tonight. I just wanted to see how, is it loud to you guys, or is it okay? I can't tell. I think it's okay. But I did a vodcast of the first stream of this. I did twice. I did one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And I just wanted to see, like, if it was a good thing, how it worked out, if it, like, let more people know kind of what I'm doing, since I tend to only stream late at night. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of like giving people a chance to catch up if they want to, although they can always look at the VOD. Say, oh, this is, you know, she's streaming this tonight. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't too aggravating. I try to make it really clear, like, this is a vodcast. I am not live. I am not here. How goes it with you, DS? To find the mammoths of Syberia, Hans Voilberg traveled for years to the east, leaving traces of his passage behind him with the people he met and transforming the places he traveled through with his genius. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Thank you for being a friend. You for being a friend, Belle. Good to see you. Playing racing games badly. Well... It's more than one way to play a racing game. Oh, her makeup looks pretty heavy from here. Alright, so this is what we accomplished last time, if you guys weren't here. Woke up in a horror hospital. There's a U-call, or not, is it U-calls? Yeah. I want to make sure that I'm not calling them the dog puppet creatures, but their names. There's U-call, a named Kurt, who is next to us, who's missing his leg. And that hospital is horrible. There's like basically Nurse Ratchet there. They look how I'm looking like I'm cold. Kate, you're not cold. You're fine. They tried to poison these ostrich thingies. Look at these things. It's like an ostrich. It's basically a dinosaur that they covered in a little bit of hair. And we stopped that from happening. So now, two goals. One is I have to get the U-Call Kurt his prosthetic leg. The other is I have to get back in the hospital, which seems only in an adventure game do you get to have to break out of a horror hospital and then break back in with a prosthetic leg. And also, I get to see what all this stuff is about, because last time I was like, I'm done. So now we get to see what the cool marketplace is, guys. Did I answer? I was going to say, you're saying playing racing games badly. And I'm like, I feel like I've been playing doing spaceflight badly, so I totally get that feeling. Racing games are tough. DS6 is, I'm going to call that thing a Snowcabo, long-haired chocobo. Oh, chocobo racing, Final Fantasy. When I was trying to figure out something with this game before I got it started up when it wouldn't download correctly, I saw the beginning review. I did not read the whole review, but the guy's like, some people are going to love Syberia even if it's just a giant computer virus that shuts down your computer every 10 seconds. I'm like, okay, dude. But so far, I found it to be delightful. There are issues with it, but, you know, once you get through the first 2 Syberias, we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it in like 6 weeks. Alright, I can go down here. I can't go down here. So what, this is like a mud track. Okay. Can you look?
Lion tourists liked U-calls before. U-calls not stay too long time around Valsambor.
If I only play it once a week, that's, I don't know, that's 6 hours. That seems not a long time. What did you just say again?
Ostriches try swim in lake. Yum yum kilak.
Yum yum kilak.
Valsambor fishermen know kilak very, very good.
Oh, good. Everyone knows kilak. Ooh, this dude's got an unfortunate haircut. Whoa, whoa, back up. Just the whole top of his head is just bald. Just cut the back and the sides. There's like a movie over here? What's the movie?
Come back very quick to start new travels.
Okay,
But, no gracious me! My wallet! Someone has stolen my wallet! Hey, you!
time to break bad. Hi, Q. Hi, Shooter Q.
Townspeople are right. You
Wait, why is the...
got stuck here, you've been showing what you're really like. A bunch of chicken thieves, that's all you are.
It's a friar's cut stylish.
Dimitri, what's going on?
Why is the dialogue
What's
so quiet,
going on
guys?
is that people are right to think what they think when they see this. Those damn Yukos have it in their blood. This little peepsqueak here stole my wallet.
Don't be upset, honey. I have your wallet. I'm your wife, remember? You gave it to me just a while ago so I could buy this pretty ostrich feather shawl.
Well,
You wouldn't understand, says
that guy
Q.
don't feel right. Let's get the hell out of here before you bankrupt him. He can keep his artichokes.
Why are these chicken things? Why are all these, like, rednecks here? Like, what happened? Okay, what a weird... He doesn't remember. Okay, hang on a second. The dialogue seems really low to me. Like, I want... Okay. Okay, I don't know if that helps or not, but... Creative voice liberties. They're like, we don't speak the language here in this Eastern European country, so we're just gonna go full on redneck. Alright, so I think we're good. I wanted to... Wait, what? No. What are they doing? A bunch of... Okay, so Cuse is like enemy at the gates. A bunch of Russians played by Americans and British actors with Cockney accents. Made by a French studio. Of course. Wait, I want to talk to this lady.
Things went better with the Yugels before, that's for sure.
What does that mean? It's not the U-Call's fault that that guy thought they stole his wallet and they didn't steal his wallet. Jeez, lady.
Now all client tourists think Yukos are thieves. Before, when tribe arrived, it's a happy time for everyone in Valsambor.
Yeah, now that they've spread the rumors, these guys are terrible. There's all kinds of weird political stuff going on right now in this town.
Tribe, wait for Guide Kirk before we go.
I know, Kirk's missing his leg. We gotta get his prosthesis. But also, I want to walk around this market because I have a feeling we're gonna need some stuff. If there's a market in an adventure game, you gotta...
Catastrophe with Ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwork.
We did that. We saved the ostriches. Wow, these things are crazy.
When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
Okay.
I don't understand why they insist on treating the Yukals this way. It's not their fault they're stuck here at all.
So this is we're basically in a highly volatile, suspicious Eastern European country that has a strong military government, and they've decided to blame everything on immigration. So this is the
Say
problem.
what you will about the Yukals, but they have the best fresh food and their cheeses.
They're cheeses, guys. I fixed it last time, Elliot. Right before I finished the stream, I fixed this loose. I basically made it so it filters out all the bad stuff. Oh, they said it might be temporary.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
This
Things
is like,
went better with the Yukals before, that's for sure.
what's this loose? I think he means the dam. Well, I think it is this. I think it's the correct term is like where the water comes through the dam. No, I fixed it. I did. Wait, whoa! Ah, okay, so that point's way over there. Interesting. Well, that's a weird ostrich rear end right there. That doesn't seem great. False memory. It's Inception, Elliot. Who incepted you?
Before Yukos could always use stamping cabin. Then hey, visit town.
Now what?
Yokels wait for Guide Kirk.
I know! It's my fault. Well, it's not my fault in any way, but I feel totally responsible.
Client tours Valsimor not like Yokels now. This can't walk.
Yeah, I got that. Okay, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Wait. You never watched Inception? That's a good movie.
Things went better with the Yukals before,
No, I wanna.
that's for sure.
I wanna hear all of her dialogue options, but it's a little difficult to do.
You've got to understand, lots of things have happened since the last time the nomads came through
Her
here.
husband's literally sliding her away on her feet. Why is Microid still having the same problems they had, like, I don't know, 15 years ago? I remember that character sliding. Kate Walker used to do that all the time.
The
It's
Yukal
interesting.
craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Sure they do. If they sell, why not?
Catastrophe with Ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwalk.
Katawalk sounds better than Kate Walker. Sounds like a cool name.
Business not so good. Authorities become hostile.
Aww.
Client tourists less friendly now. No longer like Yukals.
Don't cry! Can we go up this... Oh, we can. Elliot says, I don't know. That's a good question, though. Yeah, I wonder... Like, this doesn't bother me because I play so many retro games, but I do see how it could bother somebody who is used to games that, you know, like Witcher or whatever. What's in here? What's this? Candles! Alright, we just took that without asking. Sure, that's totally cool. She wants me to cry too.
If only I had the time to take a little nap.
If only I could sleep.
What a pretty pattern.
Okay, that's
What
like...
a pretty pattern.
That's all you have to say about it? It's just a pretty pattern? Alright, we got candles, which I didn't know we needed, but you know. Can we... Very limited field of vision. I think we're like... I can just picture us like all the way in the back of whatever this thing is. Probably in the back of an ostrich, to be honest. The way this is swaying back and forth. We are! It didn't look that way from that angle, but we were in the back.
I can go inside this yurt.
Well, I did already, so there's that. I like how they got the same voice actress. Who was telling me that someone's complained the voice actress sounded really old, but I don't think she does.
Hello.
Okay.
I can't help but feel sad when I see all those poor Yukals shut up in their camp.
Hey, Chitterman! Okay, how do I...
At the same time, everybody says that the crime rate has shot right up since the nomads decided to stay longer.
Ooh, I wonder why that is. Everyone's saying it has, or someone's taken the opportunity to start stealing stuff because the U-Calls are in town.
What odd clothes you're wearing there, young lady.
They're not odd, they're just boots all the way up to my crotch. It's normal.
When I was your age, we'd never dare go out dressed like that. Anyway, I suppose that's your business, isn't it?
Apparently you're already hosting, but you want to hear the song? I didn't see the host come up.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Alright. Can I get the middle response?
We haven't met before, right?
No, I'd remember you. You're a jerk.
Tuk tuk.
Oh, it's Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk. Oh, we can hug one. It does alert auto host. I didn't see it come up in chat either. It must have been from before. But I don't know why. Maybe just an unhost. We can just hug. We just hugged an ostrich, guys. How appropriate! Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, we already hugged this guy. We'll hug him again. No, this is a different one. I mean, they're basically just giant dinosaurs with feathers, which some dinosaurs have feathers, so... Genception. Alright. Before we go down to town, I want to make sure if we need anything, we have it. Whoa! This dude in the foreground.
I don't understand why the mayor put the Yukos on our doorstep like that.
Okay.
When I was a kid, we always used to dream about going on a long trip with the ostriches, too. And then one cold and wet day, we woke up and realized we were never going to leave here.
Oh, so the U-Calls make you depressed because they can leave your country and you can't?
The last time those nomads showed up was more than 20 years ago. Strange seeing them again now.
Chairman says, I think the going theory is that all dinos had feathers, which then it's just... No offense, but like the difference between them and birds is pretty slim now. Elliot says, especially after finding one with feathers. Dinosaurs seem just less cool if they're just giant feathered things. I mean, big birds are scary. I don't know if you've ever been up close to an ostrich before, but those eyes, like, there's murder in those creatures' eyes. You get too close to an emo and an ostrich and you're like, yeah, I can see how you want to kill me now.
People not like Yukos now.
I got that.
Client tourists suspicious and authorities mean.
Okay. How do I... I'm trying to figure out how to consistently get... There's 3 dialogue options in every person just about. T-Rex equals giant chicken, says Chairman. Elliot says, no, really, they found a small preserved dino with feathers. Oh, I know.
People not like Yukos now.
They found a lot of dinosaurs that have feathers. They found some intact feathers.
Sinister.
Well,
Sinister.
it's just a deer skull. She must not have spent any time in anywhere rural. Whoa! Cedric. He's not nice as in the Siberian University.
Ah, Miss Kate Walker. You have good news?
No. Not really. We have terrible news.
To be honest, nothing great. Kirk, your young guide, is in the hands of Olga Efimova. That woman has the director of the clinic, Dr. Zamyatin, under her thumb. She also seems to be in tight with a shady soldier. These people hate you, Ayahuasca. They can't stand your way of life. They're the ones who poisoned your ostrich's water. I think they're also holding up Kirk's prosthesis to keep him in the clinic and stop you from continuing your migration.
I think she
People
knows all
not
this.
like Yukos now. Yukos out of date. Tuk-tuks. If Yukos without guide, not able continue great voyage. Return to north and never leave again. And then ostriches die.
Oh, the owl's so
Well,
sad.
hold on.
He's
We're
like, this
not
won't
at that
affect me
stage
at all,
yet.
but you
I
know.
promised Kirk I'd go to Valsambor to bring back his mechanical leg.
Tuk. Magic leg not only problem for you girls.
Okay. The lake.
If the lake doesn't freeze, your herd won't be able to cross it. I suppose your ostriches can't really swim. It also seems to me that the lake really has a bad reputation.
Miss Walker see very clear.
Yeah, I remember that from the previous.
Now many very, very bad spirits on lake and also after. Baranor very dangerous. Bad luck everywhere. Ayahuasca very, very scared.
Uh-oh. I love how the owl's like, I'm gonna punctuate this
instead
sentence.
of waiting for it to freeze. I'll find out when I visit Valsambor.
Why Miss Kate Walker decide to do all this for us?
It is so cool that Ellie just put up in chat about they found a dinosaur tail preserved with amber feathers.
Miss Kate Walker lost tongue?
No. I'm gonna say I feel for you.
You're treated like pariahs. I'm disgusted by how everybody sees you here.
Miss Kate Walker and Yukles are
Yeah, well, you
friends.
did save my life, so I hope I'm...
So Miss Kate
We're
Walker
friends.
decide accompany Yukles on great journey?
We'll see. First, I have to go to Valsambor. But like you, I seem to be a prisoner in this camp.
Yukles not have right to go to Valsambor now. Miss Kate Walker like them. Now she must find pass so that she able to leave here.
Oh crap, we have to get a pass? So that we can leave? Great. Yeah, Chairman says it's true though. Dinosaurs were cooler when I was a kid and they were giant lizards. I wonder, like, how it would affect all of paleontology if at the beginning, when we first started putting these things together, like in mass, when the paleontologists first started, if they knew that they had feathers. Like, what would their theories be? Like, how would that have changed how they think about them? Oh, it says Crocs and Gators. Yeah. They do. And they're scary. Alright.
Where can I find a pass so I can leave the camp?
Before, Yukles could make use of pass machine in cabin at camp exit. But authorities decide break it in small pieces, so now we cannot use. Miss Kate Walker should ask client tourists in Valsambor.
Okay.
Strange the lake taking so long to freeze. This must be a consequence of global warming.
Or it could be all the stuff they dumped in the
spirits
lake.
at bottom of lake make water very hot. Really nasty bad spirits everywhere now.
Thanks.
I was told about everything your tribe did for me when you found me. Thank you so much.
Miss Kate Walker cured. That's what counts. Job of ayahuasca.
I'm going to try to find the pass that you told me about.
Miss Kate Walker.
Her eyes look
go
a little
quickly.
like cloudy. Like Kate's eyes look a little cloudy. Like, are you okay? Kate or this lady?
Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend, Shrimpy. Thank you for the host. And...
A hide. Must be for making clothing.
Okay. So there's nothing we can do about that. Alright, we need to... There's some interesting stuff all around here. I just want to look around quick and see if there's anything else. One of our eyes went crazy for a second. Makes sense to me. Can we talk to...
Ayahuasca's owl. It looks as stubborn as ever.
Alright, we can't go up there. I just want to make sure because we need to... So we have a couple different missions. We need to get the prosthetic leg. We need to figure out how to fix the pass machine in the cabin. So we can make a Whoa! No, Kate. Nope, 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 nope. Kate, get out of here. Nope, that's not where I'm clicking. Look, I'm clicking. There we go. Made it out. One of her eyes went crazy for a second. Is that? It's my duty to ask you to come to me to the Valsenburg police station. It's not up to date and notarized. They want us to vaccinize. Okay, yeah, they're just.
What a strange sculpture. Looks like a kind of octopus or squid.
Why are we like right on top of it? And also, boy. Oh, you recall me praising Puzzle 8? Luckily, you want a free copy of the first game. I don't know why we're spinning so much. Stop spinning. Why are we leaning up against this thing? I don't quite get what happened there. Puzzle Agent's a really good game. And you're gonna want the second one too. It's fun. If you like puzzles. Thank you for being a friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being a friend. Hi, Skadabi.
Kunuk Mak, Miss Caterwalk. Like collect souvenirs?
Well, that sculpture there.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you, Morwen.
Very bad, Miss Catwalk. Evil monster of water in Great Lake.
Oh, I see. It's a
Hey,
representation
the
of a
fun
local
is here.
legend.
Haha, not legend, Miss Catwalk.
Oh, crap.
Like very great, very bad.
We're gonna face
At
a
bottom of
giant
lake.
squid at the bottom of the lake.
If the monster really existed, wouldn't he have attacked your ostriches when you tried to cross the lake to continue your journey?
You calls always cross in day. He like not like day and light. Always when lake frozen. He like not be able to cross ice to eat ostriches then. But now, lake still not frozen.
We've escaped the nut house.
Ostrich is impatient. Not good, not good.
Okay, so we escaped the nut house, but we have to sneak back in with the prosthetic leg. And also, we need to fix a machine that makes passes so we can make fake passes for everybody to get out of town.
So, how's business?
Tuk tuk. No more client tourists here. No more like you calls in Valsenborg. Not good for business.
And everyone
Why
hates
don't
the
they like
U-Calls
you
now.
here?
You calls stuck staying too long in Valsenborg. Not good. Must leave fast.
It's true.
One of you repaired a key to help me escape the clinic. Was it you?
Yeah, they repaired the key
No.
for me.
Smith, over there.
Oh, we'll talk to the Smith then. Yeah, we gotta save the little dude. We have to save Kirk and get him out. And get everybody across the lake, which is not frozen over, even though we want it to freeze over.
Kirk being gone so long really has you worried, doesn't it?
You should be
Kirk,
worried. He's in there
sacred
with
guide.
insane.
No guide,
Insane
so not great
doctor.
journey. Miss Getwell comes with news about Kirk.
His treatment is weakening him, but he was fine when I left.
Ah, Kirk come back very fast. Or not good.
Goodbye, and thank you for all the information.
We gotta get Kirk out of here.
Okay, Miss Getwell.
I don't know if we can use
Bye,
boats or not, or if we can build a bridge, but I also know that there's a giant, they just told me there's a giant squid thing in there.
A town pass? You need to go to the town hall, young miss.
Oh, thank you. Like, they're telling me there's a giant squid thing at the bottom of the lake that... Can you get out of my... Okay. Thank you, dude. That, they've avoided previously because the lake was frozen over. But now that it's not frozen over, that's one of the things. Where's the... Okay. Alright. Where's the Smith? Okay. Look up. Where's the Smith? Where are you? They literally just pointed you out to me. Why can I only look down? I don't want to look down. Oh, game. I'm starting to see why you made modern gamers really angry. How you guys doing today? How are you doing, Morwen? How you doing, Skadabi? Alright. I can see why. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Where's the Smith? There he is. You can talk to him.
This forge is magnificent.
Vino Verta! I haven't seen you in a long time. How are you doing? How are you doing? Alright. Good. We got a little movie animatic. Let's talk to the Smith. Nope. Talk to the smith.
Before Yukos could always use stamping cabin. Then hey, visit town.
Okay, so we've got to go to this. We've got to go to the cabin and figure that out.
Yukos wait for Guide Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Dra. Client tourist Valsenborg not like Yukos now. This can't walk.
Alright, so is there anything else about this we need to look at? What is this? Oh no, I thought that's a person. I thought that was a thing to look at. Okay. Interesting. So I wonder what game engine. Do you guys know what game engine they built this on? Because this feels a lot in movements like the old Syberia. Yes, Chekhov? Alright, here we go. Let's get out of this crowded area. Wait, is this the... How do we get out? This is the curtain to get out, right? This is the way we came in. Can we get out? How can I back up the camera? So I'm wondering if they... Here, can we turn it this way? Can we turn... Kate, can you turn this way? I wonder if they... How did they cobble this thing together? Because it looks... I mean, it looks fairly decent. But the way it moves makes me feel like... So much like the original game, except it's more... There's a lot more problems with that because... There's a lot more complicated background. There's more things moving. Unity engine? What else do they build on the Unity engine? Thank you for looking that up, Elliot. What else is built on that, I wonder? Because this seems... Okay, why can't we get out? Because this is where we came in. This is literally a curtain. Did we not get something we need? Vinaverta, I'm very well, thanks. Woke up early for once. What time is it where you are? Do you work third shift? Alright. Okay, let's go. Did I not get everything I need, or do I have to get out of a different side? Because it's not letting me go. Oh gosh. Oh no! Sctavy says Comcast billed you for a modem they were giving you for free? Oh gosh, Comcast is the worst to deal with. They send me and I've said this before on stream, but they send me advertisements all the time in the mail about Fios and how we're getting Fios. Okay, now we can go this way. Is this the way I came in? Did I just walk to the other side? About how we're gonna have like Fios, Verizon Fios, and then I call Verizon and they're like, you guys don't get Fios. Like, there's no Fios near you. And I'm like, why am I getting all these mailers? And it drives me crazy because it's so much cheaper than, because we have Comcast too, it's so much cheaper than Comcast and it's so much faster. And they keep sending me these mailers for it and I'm like, I can't get it. I call them and they're like, meh. Comcast's position is, you probably can't get anything better in your town. So you're stuck with us.
I hope Kirk is okay up there.
He's probably not, to be honest, Kate. We need to find our way to the cabin they were talking about. Oh, that's why they made us go out that way. That's the opposite end of the tent, because here's the cabin. Okay, so Elliot just gave a bunch of Unity games, then lists them off. Then why is this... Like, I can feel the original Siberians in this, so it doesn't irritate me, and just the fact I can use a mouse makes me happy. But I can feel like this game fights itself.
Must clean cabin so not get fine.
Really? They want you to clean the cabin so you don't get a fine?
Not fair.
Not fair. I'm Mario.
Must clean cabin so not get fine.
Okay, what's the last one?
Great ostriches always need lots of attention. Lots.
Okay, well yeah, I'm sure they do.
A checkpoint? for the municipal employees.
Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Stop! You may not pass.
You may not
May I
pass!
ask why not?
Miss, as the inopportune loitering of the Yukon nomads in town was proving to be disturbing the tranquility of the inhabitants, Mayor Bulakin has ordered access to Valsambor to henceforth
They
be
have
restricted
the
to those
squid
presenting
is
a
there.
duly stamped pass, which confers the authorization to access said town.
What are they accused of?
What disturbing impact on tranquility could the Yukos be accused of?
Degradation of the public infrastructure, petty theft, shoplifting, begging, the entire felonious panoply typical of such a person.
And do you have any formal proof against them?
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
Okay. Open the inventory. Okay, back. We don't have.
Do I really need a pass?
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Is the leak deleted on your end? Okay, hang on. Let me fix it. Let me put it in there. Sorry. I just thought I fixed that. I guess I did not. Here you go. Boom. I can see it. I can see everything. I'm going to open it up. Whoa. Okay, so... So 2014 Dreamfall Chapter's Longest Journey. Let's see if there's any games I know. Book of Unwritten Tales 2, Car Mechanics Reborn, Cities Skylines. Okay. Dropsy was built on this engine. There's a lot of games, but they seem to be... Syberia 3 in 2017. It's definitely... This game definitely fights itself. Like, the camera doesn't work well. Yeah, back. I want out of here.
Do I really need a pass?
Yes, we do.
Indispensable. So cease arguing and keep moving.
Look at his symbol. It's the same squid that the U-Calls warned us about. Can we go in? Good. Can we go? Let's go in here. Thank you. We're gonna have to battle a squid. That should be interesting. Okay, so here's the press.
Nothing useful here.
What? That's the press pass. So they broke it. Look, she's doing her thinking pose.
A stamp. Looks like something's missing, though.
Alright, what could be missing? So... Okay. Alright, so let's re-put the paper in. I'm not sure if it's a Unity issue or developer issue. I think it is a developer issue. So this guy who did this third game, he's the same guy that did the first two games, like wrote them and wrote the storyline, which the storyline I think is just really fun and interesting and creative. But I don't think he did much of the programming, and there was a lot of issues. They delayed the release because they said there was issues with the game, that he wanted the game to work well. And then when it came out, people complained it really didn't work well. So I have a feeling that they didn't kind of want to make it work the way it needed to work.
There's a shape ingrained in the leather.
Oh, can we
There's
look?
a shape ingrained in the leather.
So we need basically the seal on it. Can we open up our inventory? Can I open up? Oh, it's I. I'm like, what's my inventory? I forgot. It's I. We have candles. So I wonder if we could use the candles to make an impression of the seal. And then have the guy cast the seal. Okay, let's get out of here. Back. But there's definitely something missing there. Okay.
There's a shape ingrained in the leather.
So it's not quite...
An old sponge. It's all dried out.
So we need, like, ink for the sponge.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Okay, so the stamp is definitely missing. Okay. So we need... Can we use the candles now? Oh. We just took the sponge. Hey, sponge. Can we use...
That's not right.
Okay. So we need to wet down the sponge probably with ink. And we need to... Can we take... Oh, hang on. Let's get out of the inventory. Out of the inventory. Can we take this? Can we take this? I don't know what that means. There we go. Stamp part. Thank you, game. Okay, perfect. Ah, no. See, they say escape back and they don't mean escape back. Alright, so guys, I think we're going to have to get someone to cast us another... I've been interested to see what the developers say.
Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
See, the original game would have made us go through here and check all the stamps and look at them. What's that thing? Can we... I want to turn the... Huh. I want to turn her around. I want the building to turn around a little bit, because I want to see what else is over here. We've got a hot stove. What's this? Can we get into the drawers? No. Okay, so there's a... Do people sleep here? I think that's actually the guy outside. Which we should not be able to have that issue where we can... Nope, game. So there's a hot stove too. If we need to melt wax to make a seal, we can. Some of these floorboards look like they're coming up. Alright, come on. Yeah, one of her eyes is wonky there too. Hi, zombie man! It's like she's got a little bit of a lazy eye. Which I don't think the original Kate Walker had. Okay, we need ink. How you doing tonight, zombie man? And we need to get that stamp made. It's a former Soviet Republic. Okay, there's that guy cleaning. They're making them clean the cabin. I love how he is not concerned at all that we're gonna go in there and just make a bunch of stuff. I'm like, I think we're just gonna go in there and make a bunch of stuff. Wait, is there anything over here before I go in there? There's a path over here, which is interesting. What's over here? Whoa, there's the lake that's not frozen.
Tuk tuk sugar!
Okay.
Tuk?
Really don't.
Tuk tuk sugar!
Tuk tuk zugad! I don't know what that means.
Tuk tuk sugar! Tuk?
Okay. You don't know anything, dude, or you'd be saying more than tuk. Okay. French Canadian for hat? What's over here? What is that?
A squid lying in a puddle of ink. Poor creature.
Oh, well, guess what we can use on it? Boom, boom, boom. Use the sponge. Get the ink. Seems very improbable, but okay. Thanks. I'm glad we did that. What's over there? Is the squid gonna come out and eat us? There's deaths in this game.
So that's the famous lake that won't freeze anymore.
It looks like it has some sort of chemicals in it that's causing it not to freeze. I remember being in Moscow in the 90s, and it was ridiculously cold because we were in there in the winter. and there was a river going through part of the main city, part of the old town, and there wasn't even any ice on it, but it was so bitter cold you would walk outside and your nose hairs would freeze, and I'd be like, why isn't there any ice on that river? And they're like, oh, or that, whatever it is, I guess it's a river, and they're like, that thing never freezes. And I said, really? And they're like, yeah, there's too much chemical runoff in it. Like, literally, they just dump a bunch of chemicals at the time. I don't know if that was the 90s, guys. I don't know if they still do it. But they dump so many chemicals in it all the time that it just wouldn't freeze. Like, nothing lives in there. And it definitely doesn't freeze over in the winter. I'm like, nice. I'm like, well, that explains why there's no ice on there. I was a little bit horrified. Okay, so now we need... Oh gosh, these guys again. Unhappy husband and wife. Alright, where's... I can see why this is a problem. Why can't we just swing the why can't we do a 360 with the camera? Like, is there a reason why the camera doesn't want to do... Okay, so he's over here. I wonder why they made that so you can't just swivel all the way around and see where you're at. Oh, there's a giant butt in my way. I wonder why... So if any of you guys played those games on the list of what was created in the Unity engine, did they do this too? I want to know why... Hi, dude. Alright, can we go... Is he seriously gonna watch us?
Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valzambor stamp.
Okay, good for us. Which means we can... This guy makes stuff. Why can't he make us... What's the issue?
Before, Yukos could always use stamping cabin. Then, hey, visit town.
Jen skinny dip in the river. No, I'm still alive, so I definitely did not do that, zombie man. Alright, so why can't we... Can we... Why can't we give this to him? Who can we... Okay. Okay. Ah, wrong back. See, this is escape, it doesn't want you to hit escape, it wants you to click on it. So what? Do they want us to make this up here? Let's go up here and see. Maybe we can get a wax impression of it. Oh, that looks like something we could use. Okay, let's do... Inventory. Candles. Okay, there's the candles. Kind of a cool color. They're like gold candles.
Yukol candles, made with homemade wax.
Which is golden. Like it's... Wax doesn't come in... It comes in yellow, but it's not like shiny gold. Do they roll their candles in gold powder? Sorry I'm yawning so much, guys. I was tired today. I'm trying not to get... There's this really nasty stomach flu that's going around, and I'm trying to not get it. So I'm hoping the fact that I'm tired isn't a sign that I'm starting to get sick. Alright, so can we... Boom, 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 boom. What? What is this? What is this, Chitterman? Oh, well, guess what we can use on it? Boom, boom, boom. Use the sponge. Get the ink. Here, I don't know if this came up or not, but so Chitterman just did a clip. There we go. I like the I always like how the Twitch clips come up. Like, this is Calm Precious Goblin Skamoto. I like that. Alright, can we do this? We cannot. So all we could do in here was take the candles. So what do I, where can I go to essentially have someone forge a copy? I'm glad we did that. Shakes head and cringes. Exactly. I'm not super glad. I mean, I'm glad that I walked.
And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass? No way I'd ever lend you my pass. And how am I getting home if I give you my town pass?
I didn't ask you for your town pass. Whoa! Man. She's got some sort of issues going on, guys.
The Euclid craftsman must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Yeah, can we make something else now? We need to make this thing. Okay, why are they? They're just like everywhere. Is this the front door, or is this the door that leads to the thing? To the other thing. To the thing. No, this is the same. Yeah, this is the same area. Kate Spinner, exactly. I miss Otto saying... I miss him saying, "What are you doing, Kate Walker?" My joints will freeze out there, Kate Walker.
The clinic. I hope
Yeah,
Kirk is
we
okay
saw
up there.
this. Sorry, Yeem. I was hoping you're giving me a new clue. Alright, so I got the basic gist of what we need to do. Which is we have candle wax and we have an impression of the stamp. So we need to make a candle wax impression and then have someone make us a stamp. Oh, stop. That does not mean what you think it means. There we go. Don't walk there. So we can fit it in that part, but we're gonna have to... I don't know what we're gonna have to do. Chairman, I was hoping you could somehow rebuild Oscar using his heart. Yeah, you and me both. What did I say Otto? It's Oscar. That's how bad my memory is for names, guys, right now. Yeah, I wanted to rebuild Oscar using his heart. She's wearing it around her neck. I cannot tell you how disappointed I was that the game... Excuse me, Syberia 2 didn't give us an option to just not resurrect. Yeah, me too. That our option was we had to kill Oscar to progress in the game. I wonder if some people just never progress in the game because they refuse to kill Oscar.
People not like Yuckles now.
Yeah. Where can we go? Where we can... This looks like a thing. Can we go back in here and say... Hey, do you have something I can melt this in? Oh, look, she does now.
What a funny smell. What a funny smell.
Why, what's the funny smell about? Whoa. I mean...
A hide. Must be for making clothing.
Or other things. Is there something we can use to... Oh, gosh. I can't get her over here. There's a... Oh, let's not get burned. There's a brazier right here. Don't burn your face off, Kate Walker. There's a ladder to nowhere.
Miss Kate Walker, go great journey with you, Coles.
That's a creepy hee. Okay. Okay, what can we do here? It's the funny
What
smell.
a funny smell.
Well, what is it? Can we use anything on our inventory on it? Can we use our knife on it and just open the lid? Let's just open the lid and see what's in there. No, we can just comment on the fact it smells funny. Why is that? Why is that a command? I thought that was garlic, but it's not. Alright. Where's our cell phone so we can call Oscar and have him yell at us? Okay. Now let us get out of the room.
A hide. Must be for making clothing.
She says that. There we go. There's some dream catchers everywhere. Where can we go, guys? Ugh.
Keep moving.
Really? This is their tent, not your tent. This is their tent. The Yukal's tent. Stop telling me to keep moving. Where can we go? There's got to be a specific spot that we can go. That we can take care of this.
Miss Kate Walk will find everything that she seek here.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
See something you like, maybe? Miss Kate Walk will find everything that she seek here.
Really? So you're saying everything I need for the quest? Thanks.
Guide Kirk gone much too long time.
Yeah, we know. I feel so guilty about him. It's like all my guilt from Oscar is transferred over to him. And they're not going to leave him to be brainwashed and die in that hospital, that's for sure. Okay, what can we do? Alright, can we do something? Like, I want to melt the candles. Like, I feel like... Or give this to the guy. Like, he's the guy. He knows how to smelt metals and stuff. I don't know how to do any of that. Alright, game. What are you hiding from me? What am I not seeing? Was there like one place I can light the candles on fire?
People not like Yukos now.
Yeah, I already talked to you. Alright, so where's... If I could just spin the camera around and get my bearings better and see everything, it'd be so much better, but they only want you to do so many degrees. If I could briefly make her the focal point and just spin around and just see everything. Okay, no, this guy makes stuff.
Lion tourists liked Yukals before.
Okay,
Yukals
he
not
makes...
stay too
Okay,
long
he
time
carves
around
things.
Valsenborg.
Okay, he carves things. Alright, here we go. There we go.
Ostriches trust women lake. Yum yum kilak.
Okay, here we go.
Valsenborg fishermen no kilak
No. One, use.
Cork come back very quick to start new travels.
How am I supposed to click use? Alright, I'm not in the right area. Hang on. I need to turn. Or... I'm just thankful I can use my mouse, because if I had to use the arrow keys to get her up to where they think she should be to do this, it would be a nightmare. Yeah, just use it. Use! Oh my gosh! Come on! Look, it says use. Alright, fine. He carves all this stuff. Couldn't he carve something for us? Why can't we... Why can't we... Stamp part, yeah.
Over time, the stamp got imprinted into the leather. It looks like the Valsenborg stamp.
Okay, so how do we get this? Candles. See, I thought it would be him because look at all the stuff he's carving here. Like, he's got all these carving tools. I thought maybe he could carve us a temporary wooden stamp. Okay, so not even him? Who is supposed to help us with this then? Whoa, totally taken out of my control there. Go stand in the corner, Kate. You've been bad. What is she doing? Alright, I lied. I shouldn't have said that. It's not that bad. I should have said, no, it's terrible. Okay, so there's a pumpkin guy here. Can we use it? Can we use it on him? Okay. Nope. Who's the right person? Oh. Why is there so many flies over all the
Sir,
food?
excuse me.
Hello, miss. You're not actually from here. I can hear it. What on earth is a young American doing in our beautiful land?
What is
Business?
wrong with this
Or
voice?
perhaps tourism?
Oh, it's a long story, believe me.
I see. In any event, you must try and visit our town. You know, Valsambor is very charming this season. And may I suggest you drop by my tavern? It's the best restaurant in town.
It's like they had Elliot Kalin do his voice.
Can I be of some assistance, miss?
Yes, I need help.
Well, I'd love to, but unfortunately I learned that now I need a pass to get into Valsambor.
Wrong voice for that guy,
someone who
definitely,
can help me
Chairman.
get one.
Ah, yes, that's true. That's a pain it is. But you're actually in luck. I may be able to do something for you.
Really?
This is my wife's pass. She's not well, so she couldn't come with me. The document is perfectly valid, except she forgot to get it stamped at the town hall.
He thought I said Elliot on
And
Kale.
That's a problem?
Elliot Kalin.
I'm afraid
From the
so.
Flophouse.
Without the stamp, the document is worthless. Not that long ago, you just needed to get it officially stamped at the police checkpoint, over there at the camp gate. But there hasn't been anybody there since the town decided to come down hard on the U-calls.
So this pass is useless?
Not necessarily. You need to add a stamp that looks like the official Valsambor seal. The police aren't that sharp-sighted around here, I have to admit. Anyway, I didn't say a word. Good luck, miss. And don't forget to drop by my tavern when you're in Valsambor.
He's basically giving me the whole plot, which I figured out myself, but still.
When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
There's all kinds of flies all over the produce, so it's very disconcerting. Okay. So we've got everything we need to have. Look at this guy. He's like a Muppet come to life. They're like silent goats. They look like they're making a sound, but nothing comes out. Okay, so... Alright, we need... So I wonder if we should just try to put this stuff together. Well, here's what I thought. Okay, this was my idea. This is what I was thinking in my brain. Is that there's an indentation from the stamp on the leather, right? So I thought I would pour a little hot wax on the leather and let it cool, and then I would have an impression of the stamp. And from that, the metal guy could make me a mold for an actual stamp, because that's how they do it. But, the game's not letting me do that, so... Because it wouldn't be hard. All I'd have to do is, like, basically light one of the candles and drip the wax over it. Maybe this... No. Hey, dude, can I talk to you again?
I don't understand why the mayor put the Yukels on our doorstep like that.
Okay. So I'm not sure... Yeah, adventure games love their hot wax. That's true. So did MacGyver. Did thumbprint use hot wax? Okay. So can I... There's so much fire everywhere. Can I just light these candles anywhere? Or... Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop. Can I use the candles... Let's not burn up our past. Like, that's not a good idea. Nope, I can look at them.
Candles made with homemade wax.
Except I can't use it. Ah, come on, game. Ah, I hate that it says escape, and it doesn't mean escape. Alright. Well, we could try and let the game... The game likes to tell us what to do rather than us figure it out. Syberia has always been that way, though. Oh, you figured out the puzzle? Shame on you. Like, we're gonna make you hit the line of dialogue that someone tells you about it, even though you already figured it out on your own. It's like that algebra teacher that you got the answer, nope, you have to show all of your work. Every time where it's wrong, even if you get the answer. What's over here?
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
And these NPCs are like walking over each other, walking into each other. Can I use my candles on this? Can I use my candles on this? Nope, like look at this situation. This is a bad situation. Ugh. Come on. How am I supposed to get through if you guys can't? Is that guy seriously like waving at me?
Miss Cakewalk will find everything that she seek here.
Oh, good for us. Too bad I'm not finding that. There's no braziers or fire with like a little circle thing on it, is there? See, that has a circle thing, but it's just for...
This forge is magnificent.
Great. Can we use... I guess we can't. Can we use... I wonder if I can... Nope. So I can't... It doesn't let me drag it. It just kind of shows up here if I can use it, and I can't. Alright, I guess let's go and see what's going on in the cabin. So, look, that seems like a prime candidate to light my candle with, like, but I can't do it. I'm like, oh look, there's an open flame! Nope. Nope, the game's like, no way, we don't trust you with an open flame. But game, I can handle, nope. The right way out. They both look exactly the same. What? How did I end up here again? I thought I was... Alright. Game. That's where I came in at, and apparently I can't leave where I came in. Colonel Sidequest says, it's okay, Jen. I don't trust you in open flame either. Nice to see you, Colonel Sidequest. No, wait. Look at these guys. They're trapped at this end. They're all trapped over here behind this person.
Things went better with the Yugels before, that's for sure.
Okay.
You've got to understand, lots of things have happened since the last time the nomads came through here. I don't know what the nomads will do about their migration once they're across the lake. Anyway, that's their business.
Is it because they think we've... no, go over here. Is it because they think we've stayed too long? I mean, more than just...
The Yukel craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Colonel Psycho says, oh man, this one person's standing right in the middle of the path. Hashtag rude. Chairman says, you gotta focus the sun's rays with a magnifying glass to light a candle. Exactly. You can't just light it on an open flame sitting... There's like, I don't know, a dozen of them. Sorry guys, I don't know why I'm so tired. I don't want to be tired tonight. I just feel tired. Alright, so... Let's see if we mostly put it together. If they're like, oh... Or they may be like, ooh, why is there light in there? Plus there's a wood stove in here, so I think we can... actually, you know... Oh, she can see her breath in here, but there's a fire right there. We can't do anything with it, apparently. We can't look at these books either.
Nothing useful here.
What? No. I know that's not true. Because there is. Okay, so first of all... inventory. So first of all, we gotta put... stamp part here. Then we've got to put... Oh no, put it... Oh. Nope, we don't want to pick that up right now. We're putting that down. No! Inventory. Okay, now we put this here. Okay, then inventory again. Then we put... Where's our thing? Unofficial pass here. Then we put... No, we don't want to use his heart there. The sponge soaked ink there, right? Swing that over.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
Okay, well... What do you want us to do, game? Put this here and this here. Okay. It says a stamp is missing, but...
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
So you would... What can you do here? Alright. I was hoping it would say something like, oh, I guess I have to get the stamp forged at this stop, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so... Okay. I'm not able to take that anymore because it's where it needs to be, which is fine. Boo! Game! Do you really have to do that just to back away from a table? That's interesting. There's nothing we can go in here. We can't use the candles here or anything. I feel like we should be able to heat them up here. Yeah, I love the Syberia games. I'm enjoying this one. The plot is definitely good. The plot in all the Syberia games is good. It's always the mechanics that are a little bit off sometimes. It's irritating to me. But I always enjoy, like, there's so much about these games that I enjoy. Like, they make you care about the characters, like, almost instantly. Like, I care about Kurt. I want to get him out of that hospital. I do not want him to be stuck there. Like, the thought of him being stuck there is actually making me anxious. Like, get him out of there. So they do an amazing job of that. Like, that's just super awesome. Alright, so where would you go? I need to make a new thing. There's a fire over here too. There's lots of fires. So maybe they intended for me to go over here and forge this. Yeah, the mechanics in the UI are a bit off, and the camera can be enemy at times, but the stories are fascinating. They're just really interesting stories, like... It's a weird thing to think about a, you know, ostrich migration. But, like, even, like the cultures and stuff are just so cool. Alright, can we give him... Can someone just melt these candles for me? This is ridiculous. Isn't there a fire somewhere over here? We're gonna find a clamshell we need or something. She disappeared into the woods! Sorry, squid baby. So what do we want to do? That's the real question. Oh, it's... What's that? We're supposed to look at that? Never mind, too late. I don't know why. The stamp's missing. So we don't have the stamp from the stamping pack. We have an impression of it. That's why. So we have it's like a leather pad that goes underneath the stamping machine that comes down. It has the impression of the stamp on it, okay? So what I want to do is I want to make a new stamp to fit in that stamp machine. And I found candles, and I'm assuming that I need to do that. I don't necessarily have to, but I can't... Like, I wanted to just give... I just wanted to talk to this guy and say, here's the stuff, but that's not how it's going to work. Like, I know there's literally 2 people in the camp who could make me a copy of the stamp. One is the metalworking guy. The other one is the guy who does all the wood carvings, because he could carve me a suitable stamp just to use temporarily.
Client tourists liked Yukals before. Yukals not stay too long time around Valsambor.
Now all client tourists think Yukals are thieves.
Sure. So that's why I keep thinking that. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I would make... what's this back here? Oh, this is where I came in. This is where we just came in. Are they arguing back here?
Things went better with the Yugels before, that's for sure.
Gosh, she looks so grumpy. And she kind of looks like his mom, not his wife. I mean, not to be judgmental. Maybe he dislikes older women, but she doesn't quite... Her voice and her character don't match. So that's why I'm thinking about... Because, like, look, this guy... Wow, game. I did not want to go over there. Like, this guy over here has carved all these amazing statues. Like, he could easily carve... What are those there? Okay, can I give him anything, I wonder?
Client tourists liked Yukals before. Yukals not stay too long time around Valsambor.
Okay, let's try this. What can we give him? Can we give him... So we should be able to give him something. That's why I think, too, like, look at this. It's letting us almost give him things. Here's a knife. Like all the sacks bursting with dry goods. It's very bizarre feeling here, like, huzzah, it's a bazaar! I am twice his height, Colonel Sidequest. All the Yukals are super small. I don't know if they have dwarfism or if, I don't know. But yeah, they are very small and wide. They are almost as wide as they are tall. All of them. They look like living Matryoshka dolls in a lot of ways. You have a thing for burlap. It might be a nutritional issue. It might be just a genetic issue. I don't know. Who's this person? Oh, you. I've talked to you.
People not like Yukals now.
Yeah, I got that. Cheddar, I'm not judging. This is a safe place. Alright, can we use any of our inventory on that? Like, can we use... Like, why? It's so annoying. And all this is...
What a funny smell.
Is it glue? What is it? No, no, no. I'm...
Miss Kate Walker, go great journey with you.
Yeah, I'd love to. Can you help me, please? Okay, can we use... Colonel Sidequest is delaying chat. I don't even know what you're laughing at. Probably me. Alright, so we can't use the knife. Let's use the knife on you. Ah! How are we gonna make... Look, there's even the place for baking. Okay. Dang it! You're just laughing, the character's running out of the room? Yeah. I'm just gonna run away. Ah! Well, no, she's stuck in the corner. Get out! No, I'm not like, look, I'm clicking way up here, and it's registering it over there. Oh, gosh, guys. No, get out of there. Get out of there, lady. Oh, she's definitely doing that Syberia sidestep. Ooh, sacks of green coffee beans ready to be roasted. I had a friend that they roasted their own coffee beans. They did like a really cool setup with a popcorn maker, like an old style popcorn maker that would have like an arm that would move the popcorn kernels, and they set it up to be able to roast their own coffee. They said green coffee beans are significantly cheaper than roasted ones because the roasting's where the magic happens. I thought that was really interesting. I thought, what a cool thing. Okay, what else can we do here? The Whirly Pop, says Chitterman. So apparently you can hack the Whirly Pop and make it into a coffee roaster on a small scale if you want to roast your own coffee beans. Cut out the middleman, as it were. Alright.
When you get into Valsenborg, drop by my tavern.
Yeah, he's done
Got the
helping
best food
us.
in town.
Alright guys, am I missing anything? Are you seeing me?
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
I think New York markets are pretty big jumble though too. Like, I don't think those are particularly organized. Coffee's where the magic happens. It is.
Catastrophe with Ostrich water mist close. Thank you, Miss Catwork.
Yes, you're welcome that none of the ostriches died. Okay. Let's get out of here though. So what are we supposed to do next? I'm really frustrated. What am I missing to not click on?
The Euclid craftsmen must make these statuettes by the dozen.
Okay. Did we miss something in this? Let's go up here. No, well, let us look in there again. Look, there's like another... Like, look, this looks like an ideal place to work on this.
If only I had the time to take a little nap.
Okay, let's see if we can use our inventory on this. No, we can't. Can we use our inventory on anything in here? Doesn't look like it. Come on, game. I found the candles in here. That's why it lets me up there.
What a pretty pattern.
That seems suspicious, but I can't use... Alright, what am I supposed to do in here? I mean, I know what I'm supposed to do, I think, if the game's being smart. But I can't figure out how to do it. That's the issue. Like, there's no...
Keep moving.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your belongings. The pickpockets are swarming around here.
Really? I think you're a pickpocket.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend, Hippo Picardo, actually, but I started calling him Hippo Picardo in the beginning because I didn't hear the last part pronounced ever, and then I was pronouncing it like Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and I should have been pronouncing it like Pichardo because it's a baseball player. All right. Yeah, we can't interact with the... So it looks like we've just started playing this game. But from what I can tell, other than we get to hug the ostrich, aren't they cute? Is that you can only interact with things that have a little dot on them. So you can only really interact with things that have a dot, and none of the heat sources have a dot. And I can't go out the back the way I came in, so I can't like walk out of the tent the other way. I don't rub its eye, Kate. I can't figure out how to, so I don't know. Can you use only one item at a time, or could you use the candle and stamp impression at the same time? I think I can only use one item at a time. It's a good question though. I've not been able to use... Usually when you can use multiple items, they give you an area So like I fixed a call bell earlier, and it was like I was using multiple items, but it was not at the same time. It was on like a specific area. So I feel like what they'd want me to do is like set the piece of leather down, then go get the candle, then put the candle wax down. Like I don't think it would let me just put them together in here. And the candles are not, I mean, they don't look liquidy at all. So I'm just trying to figure out, I don't see anything with a dot that I haven't like touched or done something with.
What a strange sculpture. Looks like a kind of octopus or squid.
Mm-hmm. This is what they think is in the lake. Okay. It's like, here's a heat source right here. There's so many heat sources everywhere. It'd be really easy to make an impression of something. But there's nothing that has a dot on it that I haven't explored. At least I don't think so. Let's go through and let me hit every dot and make sure I got it. So I got this thing here. This person here. Sorry, I thought it was like the...
client tourists think yokels are thieves.
Okay, can he help me anyway? Let's see if we can use any inventory on him. See, on this guy we can. See, that's what makes me think that we can use... Because, like, look. I feel like we can use an inventory item on him. But see, this guy, no. See, that's the interesting thing. Alright, well... Oh, wait, hang on. No. That's the thing is, too, like, look. So this dot stays on because we can use inventory on him at some point. But everything else, the dots go away. So that's one way I can figure this out, too. Alright. Let's go over here. Okay, so all these dots are gone. So I can't use inventory on any of this stuff. So I can use it on the one vendor, but not anyone else. Okay, stop. Kate, go back. Okay, let's do. See, I can't use, so he's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to use the inventory item with him. Nope. Yeah, all those dots, when I pull up my inventory, they'll go away. So I can't use any of my inventory items with these either. I already checked up there. I just went through that over there. Let's check in the, Whoa, what's that? What's that up there? What? I don't even know what this is, but we're gonna try and use it. No. What is that? Okay, let's get out and see what this is. What is this up here? I can use an inventory item with them? What is it, right now or later? Like, what can I... Is there something that ostriches have that I need? Like, do I need some of his spit or something? Do I need him to, like, chew up? Ah! Is that for a different puzzle later on, maybe? Okay, let go. Oh, man. There's two. Okay, so... Not that. Not that. Well, you never know. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Is there anything else in here that I missed? Not that. Yeah. Free the ostrich and ride into glorious battle. Exactly. That's what I want to do. So at some point I'm going to be able to use this ostrich for something. Just not now. Okay. Well, it's a good hint to know. Okay. Nope, not that guy, and not this guy either. Just make sure. Nope. Alright, so we know it's not in here. Let's see if we can go in here. Okay, go back in here. Nope. Can't use that. Nope. Oh, we can use this. Okay, let's see if we can give her this.
Over time, the stamp got
Okay,
imprinted
no,
into the leather.
it
It looks
basically...
like the Valzenbor stamp.
Yeah, okay. That's not what I wanted to do, though. Okay, you can't use that with her. Nope. So we can give her something at some point, but not this. Not anything we have now. Okay. Come here. Step on the stripy bear hide. Hi, bear. Move over. Come on, Kate. I want to see if we can give the owl anything. Maybe he'll be able to help us. Nope, we can't give him anything either. Okay. So it has to be outside then. If it's not anywhere inside, it has to be outside. Where can we use this outside? I feel like once we get the wax impression, we can give it to the guy who does carving. Ah! Okay. We can't use it. See, yeah, we can't use anything we have with him. Okay, so we can give him something at some point. Walk over here, please. Nope, that's it. Yeah, it's just him. No, I've talked to the vendors before. Like, he is a vendor. I'll be able to use him. This is the wrong way. I gotta go around all the way to the other side. I can tell just by how it's acting. I've used the vendors for other things. I just, not for this. Good night, Skadavy! Sleep well! I wish you victory over Comcast. So I mean, I have they give me verbal information. Let me just, what's that? Okay. Yep, they all go out. Okay. Ooh, look at her. That's not good. Okay, which one is the way out? I thought okay. How do I keep doing this to myself that I can't get out? Oh no, this is the one. They look exactly the same, except I can't get out. I can only get out one way now. Okay, so there's this thing.
Hard not to feel intimidated.
Really? That's not that intimidating. Okay. Nope, see, can't use anything on there. Nope, not anything on there. Nope. I mean, obviously at some point I'm gonna have to. You should see a doctor and exorcist about that twitching. Yeah, she's definitely makes some weird movements here. Okay. But see, this isn't hold up either because I can. Alright, maybe I'm supposed to do this all on the table, but this seems like. Alright, first I'm supposed to zoom in. Okay, well, can we use we just use them on this? Nope.
Eucalyptus candles.
I don't want to look at
with
them.
Homemade wax.
I don't want to look at them.
Eucalyptus candles made with homemade wax.
All right. Okay, so
That's not right.
okay, good to know. Well, what about this? That's right. All right. Can I... Good night, Diamond Man.
Not a chance.
Okay, so how are we supposed to use this? This is the problem right here. Because... I mean, the only other thing I could think of... Okay, take that back. Okay. Ah, this is making me angry.
Nothing.
I'm trying to figure out.
No way.
Should I put the candle there?
Impossible.
Okay, what about the knife?
It doesn't work.
Put Oscar's heart in there.
Let's try something else.
Let's put Oscar's heart in there. That seems like the best idea to me.
Not a chance.
Alright, so what am I missing here? Ugh! I can't tell if I'm being dumb and obtuse or the puzzle's being dumb and obtuse, and it makes me angry. I should be able just to melt the wax over here.
Stamps. But not one is the right shape, of course.
Yeah, but can I grab one of these and use them as an example? Like, what's this over here? So many things in here, Kate. Can we heat up something with air? No. You can't get into the drawers at all? Because you think you'd be able to. Can't we? Why can't we heat up? If we just made the candles a little bit melty, it would solve all our problems. Ugh. Kate, why can't you do this right? This is your fault, Kate. I did take back that. Okay, can we...
Over time, the stamp got
Oh,
imprinted into
no.
the leather. It looks like the Valzembor stamp.
You looked it up, Colonel Sidequest. I won't like the answer. Okay, am I at least on the right track? It's something I've already tried. Well, then tell me what it is, because then it's a mechanics problem. It's not a puzzle problem. Is it with this machine again, or is it something where... Do I have to give something to the merchant guy? Go ahead and tell me if it's... If I've already tried it, then I don't understand the mechanics the game wants me to do.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
It's giving stuff to the blacksmith? But I tried and he wouldn't take anything from me. Does it say specifically what stuff? Like, just giving him the... See, that's... I did try that a couple of different times. And I did try... Maybe I didn't try with everything, but I thought I did. Plus, when I bring up the inventory, I can't give him anything. Let's go check it out. Okay, come on. See, I tried to give him the candles and the leather stamp card, I feel like, but maybe I didn't do it right. I'm sure I did try it. Is it one of those things? This is one of the things that all the Syberia games have a problem with, which makes me upset, which is unless you trip the correct dialogue. So if I hadn't specifically looked extra close at the stamp to see that it was made an impression, then maybe that's why. But yeah, I've tried to give him stuff lots of times. Do I have to be facing him maybe? I've tried that too, but we'll go over there to make... It'll make a better impression if we're in front of him instead of behind him. Okay, so let's go over here. Here he is. Alright, so give him... Yeah, are they sure they mean blacksmith? Do I have to give him the candles first? I've gotten the pass. Well, here's this. Okay, let's try and get closer to him. I have to talk to him again, Colonel Sidequest. I already talked to him once.
Hello.
Need something from Forge?
Well, yes, I do. I need a stamp that has the same shape as the
I didn't trip
Valsenborg
the
seal and
dialogue.
that I can use with the press at the camp gate.
Complicated. Need model. Tuk tuk. You have that, Miss Catwalk?
Open the inventory.
Bad junk that.
No, it's not. Actually. Thanks. So basically, I talked to him before, though. I had to talk to him after.
Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for Smith.
Ugh. I should be able to figure it on my own and just give it to him.
Smith also need wax for mold.
I should have been able to give him, maybe not the candles, but the leather thing and have him say, I need wax for the mold. But that's not, they made me talk to him again.
Miss Catwalk, bring much junk for Smith.
Don't be rude. I don't bring junk for you.
Good junk. Stamp ready in not long time.
I don't like it when I know the answer and I try and execute the answer and they stall. But this is a Syberia problem. Like, this is what they did in the first game, too. I knew what to do and they wouldn't let me do it several times because I hadn't tripped the exact right dialogue. Alright, did I get my leather thing back? Because I need that.
Before, Yukos could always use stamping cabin. Then, hey,
see, this is the stuff he was saying before when I was trying to talk to him. Alright, let me just make sure. Did we get our leather thing back? Because we need that. Yeah. Good. I love how the police officer just watched us make a copy of that. And he's like, it's fine. Yeah, Colonel Sidequest agrees to be very frustrating. It's just one of those things, like, I don't mind if the puzzles, like, you have to figure it out, you have to think a lot. I mind if you know exactly what to do and you try and do it what they want you to do, but if you do it in a slightly like that, like they just wanted me to talk to him again, but I should have been able just to hand him at least the fake pass. Is this the wrong way again? Oh gosh. To hand him at least the fake pass and have him say, he wouldn't even have, because he almost said too much. Like, he could have just said, I need some way of making a mold. Like, he specifically asked for wax. He could have said anything. He could have said, I need to make a mold of this. And then I could have been like, well, does he need clay? Does he need wax? What does he need? So it's weird. In a weird way, they're like giving the answer away almost. Or literally giving, oh, how did I do this? How do I keep going? Is this the right side? It's because the camera doesn't look right, but it is. So it's one of those things where it's like, that's what should have happened. It should have been, once I looked at everything I need to look at, it should have been, I could have handed him the leather thing and have him say, I need to make a mold of this. But it wanted me to talk to him again. And I could totally try and give inventory to the woodcarver guy, which it makes sense for me with that, because he could have carved us one too out of wood. It would have been good for temporary. Alright, now we can make this and we'll be fine. Okay, here we go. All the different pieces and parts. Here we go.
It doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? It does work. You just didn't do it right.
I have to find a way to attach the stamp or it'll fall out again.
Oh, it fell out. Oh.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
The stamp's not missing.
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
The stamp... What? Okay, we need to... Okay, let me pick this up. There's a way, like, when you look really...
Only the stamp is missing. How practical.
No, you pull this down. Then you put it in, I guess. The stamp's beautiful. It looks better than whatever they did. Okay, that's weird. Fine, they want me to do... Absolutely been far simpler since you'd already spoken with them. Yeah, like, it's not... I don't mind when a game punishes you for not doing your due diligence. Like, you didn't talk to the right person. Do this in the order they want us to do it in. I guess. Don't. I didn't mean to double click. Thanks, game. Nope, I didn't mean to do that either, game. I don't mind when they say, okay, you didn't talk to everybody, so that's why you're having so much trouble. I don't mind that. But I do mind when they do little tricks like that, like, I had everything I needed. I just, you know, couldn't give it to him without talking to him again. Alright. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm not bored playing this game. Okay, here we go. Unofficial pass needs to go right there. Then these need to go over. And there's a way, like, you can zoom in on this. I think, yeah, this goes up like this. And then... the stamp goes there, and then you pull that down. There you go. So you move that over, right? And then you gotta back up. You gotta pull this down. Okay, and then we have to go in and pull the arm away. There we go. Okay, back it up again. Here we go, guys. What? It looks good. Yeah! Look how beautiful that looks. It's so great. Yes. We got an official pass. Okay. Oh, it's not even gonna let us take any of our stuff? We worked hard. Those are my souvenirs. Looks good.
Hello, Miss Walker. Very happy to finally catch up with you.
Mr. Canton, what on earth do you want?
To take you back home, whether you like it or not. Come on, give me your hands, please.
No. Negotiate.
I'm not going with you. Do you hear? Leave me alone.
You're alone here without friends or acquaintances, and you have nowhere to go, Miss Walker. So be reasonable. Turn around and hold out your hands. Don't make me use force to
I'd like to see you try. What are we gonna do?
Mr. Marston? Finally, I have her.
We have a knife.
Yes, she is safe and sound. I have Miss Walker under control. I'll keep you informed of our progress. It'll take a day or two at most. I suppose there are a few procedural obstacles to overcome before we can leave the country.
Listen, all these things I'm accused of are completely untrue. Hans's murder, embezzlement, it's nonsense. And while we're wasting time here, I can't help the Ukels. And believe me, they really need it.
I don't know if he's a smart... I think he's a flip phone, actually.
Miss Walker. If you haven't done anything like you say, it's in your interest to go back and defend yourself in court.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing left for you to do here anyway. Not everyone here is your friend in these parts, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna call for help.
Nothing personal, you understand, Mr. Canton. But I'm not leaving with you.
No.
There's no way.
We're not leaving.
I don't think you really have a choice.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Help! Help! Help me!
Here come the U-calls.
My God, Miss Walker. Shut up, will you? Don't make me gag you.
Oh, this guy's
Good
awful.
luck, Mr. Detective.
God, I don't believe it. Yes, yes, I thought I heard someone shouting too. No, no, it didn't come from here. More like the other side. Over there. Follow me.
Quick! I have to get free and get out of here while Canton is busy.
Okay.
Useless.
Okay.
That's no use to me.
I guess it's the bottle then. Come on, knock it over. We have a knife in our pocket.
It didn't break. God, I need to find something else. Useless.
Okay, what else is in here? Do we have an inventory? We have a knife. Okay, no. I guess we can use this, though. The lamp we can use, I guess. This is terrible. I wish they let us actually... There we go. It broke. Okay, now we can use the glass. Come on. This is super dangerous. We're going to slice the heck out of our hands. Her hands are tied behind her back, now broken. Just grab the bottle off the shelf instead of knocking the whole thing over. That's what I think. Oh boy, she's going to cut. Well, at least she's got leather fingerless gloves. That should help her. There we go. We did it. Almost. Almost. There we go. Hey!
Free at last. All right, let's get out of here before Canton comes back.
Yep. What? Oh, there's nothing. I was gonna say there's something interesting there. It's just the underside of the lamp. Quick, quick, quick. Give our pass to the guard, because guess what? Canton doesn't have a pass. So, I think we're good. Well, he might, but...
No, I assure you, I've already checked this side.
Okay.
There's nobody...
I was just calling you for help. Why didn't you come? You are police officers, aren't you?
I have my orders, and they're not to intervene in the affairs of the American detective. The order came from up high, you know.
Oh.
And besides, my officially designated duty here is to make sure that only people with a proper pass may have access to the town. The rest isn't one of my official assignments, miss.
Great.
I see. Your spirit of initiative does you proud.
He's right behind us when you
I'd
go.
still like to go back to Valsambor now.
Without a pass, you shall not pass.
I have a pass. Open the inventory. Well, fingerless gloves do keep your hands warm, and they're good for not slicing them up on broken bottles,
no pass,
I guess.
No visit to Valsambor.
Okay, here's the pass. It's official. It's even stamped. Let us in. Thank you. Bye. I think it's true we can just walk around the forest.
Miss Walker! No, wait! I have an arrest warrant for this woman. Arrest her!
The seal probably isn't even dry yet. Nope, probably not. Oh, look at me. Oh, they're gonna burn that warrant.
My pass! Give it back to me!
It's his pass.
Immediately, you hear?
He can't go through without his pass. It's right out of the 1911 silent movie handbook, guys. You may be able to obtain information that will make it easier to convince the people you speak with. Search everywhere and speak to everyone you meet. Okay, sounds good. So, basic adventure gaming advice. Yay! I'm so glad we got into town. We got out of the bazaar. Even if it does smell nice in there, I'm ready to get out. Achievement unlocked. The castle. Okay, whoa. Okay, stop. I just want to... I wish I could turn the camera... Actually, let me see. Options. I just want to see controls. Like, how do I... Camera select interactions, move character, accelerate, object inventory. Kate's thoughts. Oh, cool. I can listen to Kate's thoughts. Space is recenter the camera. But I can't control the camera, and I want to be able to do that. Doesn't want me to, but I want to be able to do that. Okay. It's like, look at this. Like, I'd like to be able to see... Ah, well, we'll just run around and figure it out. Run, Kate, run! Okay. This is a very dreary town. What are they selling?
My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
It's a fresh squid.
Most other shopkeepers are on strike. I can't do the same.
The shopkeepers are all on strike. Interesting.
When I think that with the port closed, I have to import most of my merchandise from other places now.
Why is the port closed? What have they been doing?
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore.
Why? They spent money and brought goods in.
Usually the Yukols only stick around for a few days or so. Something must be keeping them here this time.
So you're not so annoyed with them and they only stay around for a few days.
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the
I
nomads
want the
can't
third
just come and go
option,
around
not the
Valsambor as
second
they please anymore.
Well, I want the first option. Because look, he's like...
Usually the Yukols only stick around for a few days or so. Something must be keeping them here
We're
this
just going
time.
to keep pacing back and forth until we figure this out.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
Really?
I can't understand why that gutless oboe keeps trying to maintain his rotten old tub.
Well, aren't you
That
nice?
big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
Hey, Lazy Panda! Well, we got out of the bazaar. That was good.
I can't understand why that gutless oboe keeps trying to maintain his rotten old tub.
Well, gosh, no
Things
one's...
are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
Really?
It's been too long since there was any sort of change in the town hall. Things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
Okay, so things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin. Bulyakin. How you doing, Lazy Panda? Look at all these available twines and chains. If we were trying to trap squid, we'd be all set. You just got in, you missed 2 hours. Well, the detective tried to kidnap us and failed, and we made a stamp so we could go into town. I have not saved Kirk yet. I spent a lot of time figuring out how to make a stamp so I can go into town.
Souk. Apparently they have good prices. Ever since the port closed, people have been buying cheap, no choice. We're going to see the Nomad Souk. Apparently they have good prices.
Okay.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
Why did they close the port? That's a weird...
With all that's happened, I don't see how they could have prevented the port from closing.
What happened?
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
Yeah, the detective tried to kidnap us. He zip-tied our hands, but we cleverly sliced it open on a broken bottle. I don't think it was that a good idea, but you know, that's just me. Walking past beautiful rundown buildings. This feels like Syberia. Oh yes, and a totally inept guard. Yes, we called for help and he did not help us. Okay. Okay, that looks like... that's interesting. And they also closed the port in this town and we're not really sure why. Counter kidnap. Okay, so this is the boat I think they were talking about. What's this? That's Is that a... Okay. We can't get over here, but we can get in here. Haha. We also think there's a squid in the lake. Well, the Yukols think there's a big giant squid in the lake. I don't know if there is or isn't. Can we talk to this guy?
Hi
we
there.
can.
Anything biting?
A giant squid.
As if. 20 years there's been fewer fish. But
I wish
sometimes
Colonel
you can get
Side Quest.
lucky. Go figure. It's really odd.
You seem to know the region well. Maybe you can fill me in a bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about the local legend. I was told that there's a monster down there, living at the bottom of the lake.
It's not a legend.
It's not a legend?
And how can you be so sure?
Back when, the lake froze over earlier in the season. People would go out and make holes in the ice in the middle of the lake. Then fish like that.
It's called ice fishing, guys.
Sometimes they would even set up these cabins for the winter next to the hole.
Totally didn't happen, Lazy
The
Panda.
old folk always said you should only cut a small hole. Just wide enough so the fish could be pulled through when you landed them. No more than that. One day, this guy who was kind of odd cut a really big hole.
Kind
To
of
make
different.
it easier, he said. In case he caught a really big one. You don't have to believe me, but he's the one who went into the hole. Backwards. Into the depths. In less time than it takes to say it, the monster's arm came through the hole, then dragged the poor
Okay.
guy down to the bottom of the lake. That's why the old folks say never make a big hole in the ice. Because of the monster that lurks below.
Okay.
And how
This
do you
is
know all
reminiscent
that?
of a
Because
Doctor
the poor
Who
guy
episode.
was my older brother. And I was fishing just next to him that day. So you think what you want. You have a good day, miss.
It was his brother? That's very sad. Aww.
It's because of the lake monster that the locks.
Achievement unlocked. The Valsenburg Horror.
20 years the port's been left to rot. Damn Baranur.
Why has the port been left to rot for 20 years? That just seems...
You want some advice, miss? It's always bad to go stirring up the past.
It
I
does?
thought I had a
Lazy
nibble,
Panda?
but it was just my hook getting stuck.
Okay, well... Sorry, bitter old man. Run, Kate, run! Alright, we can't get into this building. That seems like a... Oh. Yeah, oh, ah. Jump off, Kate! No. Oh, jeez. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Stroll leisurely, Kate. Stroll leisurely. Look at this. Okay, Kate. What? Kate is like a less annoying Nancy Drew sometimes. Lazy Panda says, yeah, it stirs the memory. Anyway, Kate is going to be kicking up red flags all over the place. She's going to poke the mysteries of the past. She's going to make everyone annoyed with her. Alright, so I think that's the boat that they're talking about, that there's a guy trying to keep his boat running. Okay, here we go. That was a weird glitch. We need to talk to these guys, but we can... Is there anything we missed? Slick goes down and goes up.
Ever since the port closed, people have been buying cheap, no choice. We're going to see the Nomad Souk. Apparently they have good prices.
Down. See, now I figured out the trick to this.
Ever since the port closed, people have been buying cheap, no choice.
So he's only got 2 things to say, even though there's 3.
With all that's happened, I don't see how they could have prevented the port from closing.
Really? What's all that's happened? That's what I want to know.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
I love that I'm not sure if I'm really talking to her or just listening in on their
With all
conversation.
that's happened, I don't see how they
So
could
they
have
only have
prevented
2
the
things
port
to
from
say, but they have
closing.
3 indicators. Colonel Sidequest is like, that's how I remember stairs working. Running intensely at the top gets you to the bottom. There you go. Well, the problem was she wasn't getting anywhere. It was like she was on the wrong escalator. Okay, so talk to those guys. What's over here, guys? There's oh look, it's one of the Siberia's iron gates. Okay, cool. We can. Oh, look at this. That looks like a terrifyingly ugly thing. Turn around, Kate. I guess we have to go this way. What is this? Well, we're going this way because I can't turn around. I don't know what the gate looks like. Ooh, there's a way to get on the boat. Here, there's... Kate, where are you going? Oh, gosh. Alright, so there's this guy. Oh, no! Oh, boy. I've seen this guy before, I feel like. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Are we gonna help him or not? Is everything okay?
Are you okay, sir? One more step and you were in the drink.
Kate has run into the suspicious drunk.
Oh,
Pardon?
He's trying to say he's an alcoholic.
it's me, Captain Obo. Obo! Proud commander of the just as proud crystal. So don't you, sir, me.
Well, delighted. Captain, I'm Kate Walker.
That's a big
I'm looking
ship.
for
I bet we could
Steiners,
fit
the
all of them on the
clockmaker.
ship.
If I fall in the water, Taylor, it would be to go straight to hell. So don't fall in the water, Taylor. You understand? Bastards waiting for me.
Who are you talking about?
The squid.
The monster of the lake is waiting for us all.
It's his white whale. It's just a white squid instead.
Everyone's
We are
time
judging this
comes
upstanding
eventually
citizen, Colonel Sidequest.
to finish the work. Come on, back in the fight. Because you can never lower your guard. Never.
He doesn't look good. Sailor's telling you to get in the water, Kate, because there's a monster in it. Pretty clear to me. Alright, that seems legit. Or too legit. Too legit to quit. I don't know why I thought of that other than... Wait, you can go... Wait, Kate! We can get on the boat. We can get on the boat. Oh, look at that gremlin in the background. We still have to ask about the prosthetic leg. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, game. Ah, mysterious singing! Crystal. So, isn't that like a vodka or something? Hi, I'm just gonna trespass into your cabin. It's fine. The ship is big enough to take all the ostriches, that's for sure.
Given the number of seats, this must be some kind of ferry. Some kind of transport.
Let's load everybody up in this thing, it's fine. Okay, that's the other side. Can we go this way? Yeah, I bet we could fit the whole bazaar on this ship. Look, there's a trash can. There's so many seats. Is this the way we came in? Oh, there's a way to go. Is there a way to go downstairs? Yay! Ooh. This is kind of terrifying. Oh no, there's like smoke down here. Kate, I don't know if this is a good idea. It's a wheelbarrow? Nope, don't go up there yet. I want to look around everywhere, Kate. Wow. Here we go. Crystal is a very big fairy with some dark secrets, probably. Yes, I would guess definitely dark secrets. So that just took us around in a circle. We didn't really learn anything. The engine room is surprisingly open. Okay, so now we can get up this way. Okay, Kate. Camera's got me trapped. I can't zoom out. It's just zoomed in. I can only see a couple of feet in front of me. Alright, so that was that. Can we go upstairs? Here we go. Ooh, hey, there's loot here. Looks like there's some footprints. If you look at any of this stuff, there's more alcoholic drinks. Where's Hans where we need him to design us a ship that can take all the Yukols on their migration? What's this? Can't look at this either? Oh boy, here's where he's been sleeping, guys. Dirty mattress on the floor. Broken stuff that I can step in but not look at. Oh, let's look at this.
It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad.
We can't repair it? We can't snoop in any of this stuff? Why are we here if not to snoop? Oh, that looks like it's something for the squid. It's a squid gun, guys! It's a squid gun! Squidward better watch out. Oh, look! Oh, we just took his logbook. Are we supposed to take that? We just stole it. It's fine. Can we look at it, actually? Paperwork. Okay, I can't read any of that. That's in Russian. That's also in Russian. Game. Am I supposed to read this? 1989. Something, something.
Poor Captain. Even though his superstitions terrify him, he's obviously dreaming of a second
Was
chance.
that Chekhov's gun? Does a squid gun used to shoot at squids, or just fire squids? It's to fire squids at the squid. Fight fire with fire. Colonel Sidequest. Are we supposed to be understanding this? Because we cannot. Oh, read it. Oh, good. I'm so glad, because that was definitely not English. Oh, we have to go back to... Okay, thank you very much, game. Nope, back. We're gonna go back to the beginning. Okay, read. I'm a man, and because I err, I am a man. Okay. Dostoevsky? Read. May 2nd, 1989. That was written by a coward. Coward! The title is less prestigious than captain. It was nevertheless preferable to the prospect of once again being confronted with the lake and the red eyes that lurked there. Its eyes! I suppose I should start from the beginning. I should make this sound a little more like Captain Obo. Now that I've thrown the old log over... No, I can't do it. Now that I've thrown the old log overboard so the tale can be told afresh, everything is ready. Room for my account, my confession, as to judge by the speed with which the bottle of vodka is emptying. There's little time left before I plunge into the vast sleep stripped of nightmares. I never really knew why they asked me to become commander of the Crystal. I have to say that at the time I was a young wolf, dressed to the nines and proud, merchant marine, navy. There wasn't a port from Arlbad to Babanar where they didn't toast the health of Captain Fedor Ivanovich Obo, not to mention a few black eyes and a gap-toothed smiles handed out along the way. The fact remains that when Valsambor asked me to take the helm of the Crystal, I accepted, and years of happiness followed, 20, in fact. The work was easy and enjoyable, consisting of daily runs between Valsambor and the different towns on the other side of the lake. Nahadosk, Tanagutskaya, and Baranor. Damn Baranor! Okay. Baranor is the town just across from Valsambor, on the other side of the lake. Since that crazy mechanic from the west set up his amusement park there last year, all I was doing was transporting tourists going to it. But that was before the accident in the power plant, before Baranor became the radioactive hell that will remain for centuries and centuries. Whoa, Baranor is radioactive? Crap, dude! Is this supposed to be like... Is this supposed to be, Chernobyl or what? Lots of people survived the meltdown. They got way more radiation than they were supposed to, sure, but they came through it alive. So given the Crystal's record, and its captains too, the authorities immediately thought of us when it came time to go rescue those poor bastards. The mission was simple. Unload the rescue team on the beach at the Baranor amusement park, wait for them to come back with the survivors, then take everyone back to the Valsenburg clinic. And, oh, guys! Oh, guys! So you know how they're talking about, they have all those, like, former people, like, not former people, but former soldiers and other people that are at the hospital? That's from this. That's from the radiation from this. Then take everyone back to the Valsenburg clinic until all the survivors were safe and sound. Despite the risk and terrible sight of all those bodies, the first few crossing went as planned. Then things got out of control, because that's when it arrived. Fear. Everybody who says my name now, the way you spit on the sidewalk, will tell you, after all those crossings, the radiation finally put the wind up Obo's sails. What he says he saw came straight from a bottle. That drunkard's more scared of the atom than of the Aral sea smugglers. But on my honor as a sailor, I swear that's all wrong. Sure, just thinking about all that pernicious radiation, invisible to the naked eye, and capable of burning you and creating countless mutations, is enough to give me the cold shivers. Of course it put the wind up my sails. Worse, in reality, a nameless terror, glacial and dark, like a moonless night. But that's because I saw it, the monster of the lake, with all those arms stretching out forever, its evil eyes shining with a cunning and malevolent intelligence, those eyes. So yes, I know I can never make up for the harm I caused by abandoning the rescuers and the last of the survivors in Baranor. That damned me forever. I'd also be lying if I never thought about going back and challenging the monster fair and square, look it right in the eyes and try and make up for my crimes. But what good would it do? That won't bring back the people I left to die. No one would forgive me. The facts have shown that I'm too gutless to agree to be led into hell by one of the most eminent representatives of it's not going to... Whoa. This is a very long sentence. Nobody would forgive me. The facts have shown that I'm too gutless to agree to be led into hell by one of the most eminent representatives if it's not going to do anyone any good. Totally gutless and selfish, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Regardless, the only thing that counts for me is now keeping the lake and its inhabitants safe from my presence on board the Crystal and... No more pretending. The truth is that I need to protect myself from the lake and that cunning devil it hides at all costs. Now I approach the end of those lines. I can't stop looking at the Crystal's ignition key, that old trinket that's been in my pocket for 20 years, and that I've used so many times. I've used so many times to set course on the lake. I see the bottle of vodka is empty, and yet my mind is clear, far clearer than it was when I fled Baranor. Since my damnation, right now, at this very moment, I know how to nip any suicidal inclination in the bud, any sudden urge to confront the horror that awaits me in the lake bed. Where did that damn jacket get to? So, Chernobyl, radiation monsters, so this is also set with the realm of Stalker series without being at ground zero? I guess. I don't know. Okay, there's no more. Yep, back. Okay, so that's those people that are in the hospital have radiation poisoning, but they should be done by now, like if they're not dead, you know what I mean?
It looks like it needs repairs. Too bad.
By now, they're okay. As far as they could probably go home. But instead they keep them there. Sorry, I have a case of yawns, guys. No, I don't want to go down. There's more places to explore. No, I want to go back up. There's a whole nother staircase I want to see up there. So basically, I think we're going to have to use this boat to transport the ostriches. It's the only way we can. We can't just do a bridge across there. I thought it was some little lake, but they're talking about a huge lake. Those are very suspicious footprints, by the way. Like, I was thinking like a little lake, but they're talking about a massive, huge, like a lake that's almost a sea in size, like a great lake. What is this over here? We can't pick that up, game? And there's nothing over here? So basically the townspeople hate him because he didn't go back for the last of the rescuers and the people. He just left them there to die. Okay, interesting. So we did find, I think we found our way off though. Let me see if we can find the prosthetic leg. Let's get off this ship since we really don't have permission to be here. Look at this thing over here. This is just another door in, I think. We're gonna have to see. What's this here? Okay, this is off. Let's go. I want to go see if we can find the prosthetic leg right now. Boom, boom. The Crystal needs harpoon launchers and depth charges to go fight monsters of the deep. I mean, true enough. I think they might help to have the U-Calls on your side. Look at this old car! This Soviet wonder. Oh, there's somebody to talk to. Who's this guy? Well, snores. Thanks, game. Hey, Walter World Games.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Thank you for being a friend. Hey, Walter. Okay, so this is just variations on snoring. Okay, well. That's it. That's all there is. Variations on the snore. Can we go in here? I don't even... Yes, we can. Yay! Hopefully this is the guy that's supposed to give us Kurt's leg. I want to get Kurt out of that place. He should not be in there. Oh no, it's the bar.
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Oh, he sounds sad.
I'm sorry, but I'm really not in the mood.
For what? What do you think I'm offering?
I'd rather be left here on my own if you don't mind, miss.
Okay.
Someone stole 3 chickens last night.
Excuse me, please, miss.
Hello.
Yes?
I'm looking for Simon Steiners.
Simon Steiner is my grandfather. My name is Sarah. Sarah Steiner.
Pleased to meet you, Sarah. I'm Kate Walker. Can you tell me where I can find your grandfather's workshop?
Of course. You'll find his shop is at the end of the alleyway, on the left, just as you leave it, in the main avenue. Can I ask what you want with him? Because he's rather old, you know.
And useless,
I'm
and no one would
accompanying
want
the
to talk to
Yugo
him at all.
caravan. Apparently your grandfather is supposed to be making a mechanical prosthesis for Kirk, their spiritual chief, who had a bad accident recently. Without the artificial leg, Kirk won't be able to go along with the great migration of his people. And on top of that, the Yukals won't leave without their guide.
You're accompanying the Yukals? My God, you're so terribly lucky. When I was little, Grandfather used to tell me all about their adventures, full of mystery and magic.
Okay.
You seem to like the Yukals, Sarah. I get the impression that's rare in Valsambor.
It's true that when it comes to the Yukals, people around here can be a bit silly. They go out of their way to make the nomads scapegoats for all of the town's problems since they got stuck here.
Yeah, well.
But you don't, do you?
Of course not. Grandfather told me that he has actually seen 3 or 4 of the great ostrich migrations in his lifetime, and he always really respected those strange people. He even made sure I would admire them too, you know.
Good for him. Oh, honey, you have a bad haircut. Who cut your bangs?
I guess you're pretty close to your grandfather?
Yes. Of course he can get a bit grumpy, especially the last few years. But he's actually really adorable, and you should see the work he does. Give him a few cogs and springs, and he'll give you some unbelievably incredible invention. He almost makes mechanical objects seem alive.
I
Sounds
see
like someone
exactly
else we
what you
know.
mean. I used to know someone like that too.
The only problem we have is that business collapsed when he got sick. I really do believe that if I didn't have the waitressing jobs to make ends meet, we'd probably have to close up shop.
Okay, what about you?
Do you like life in Valsambor?
Oh, there's really not that much to talk about here, you know. I spend all my time here or with grandfather since he got sick.
There was no one who could keep an eye on
When
him
do we
for
raid
you?
tombs?
We can't afford
It's kind of
I'm
a less
afraid.
sexualized
I
version
also
of
think I
Tomb
prefer it
Raider.
this way. My grandfather is my only family.
Well, the new Tomb Raider
Thank
looks a
you
lot
for
like
your
her.
help.
But she
I'll
looked
be
like this
stopping in
before
to
the
see
new Tomb
grandfather
Raider,
on my
so...
next break. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yes, I hope so. Goodbye, Sarah.
She keeps doing this bowing thing, which I didn't know was a thing. She had it this look first. Tomb Raider stole it from her, Elliot.
Ah, miss, delighted to see that you finally managed to leave the U-Call camp.
Yes, thank you very much for the pass.
Well, now that you're at last here, you'll be able to taste my famous borscht.
It would be my pleasure, but I do have to find Steiner the clockmaker right away.
Simon Steiner? Ah, in that case, you should speak with Sarah, our young waitress. She's his granddaughter.
Yes, they stole from each other the circle of life. What's up with Captain Oboe?
I met that man recently. A certain Captain Oboe. He doesn't seem very with it.
And he's been that way for 20 years, miss. 20 years. Can you imagine? He used to command the Crystal.
Oh,
The
no.
boat that made the crossing between here and the amusement park. On the other side of the lake. And he wasn't the same man then.
Okay, it's freaking out a little bit, but it's stopping. I'm watching my OBS carefully. It keeps going red. Frame loss. Yeah, I'm seeing it's like 0.5%. Oh, dropped frames. So, okay, chill out. What's happening, CPU? There we go. Better. I just let it sit for a second. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's my internet or Twitch. My internet seems to be fast enough, though. Okay. I hope I didn't go anywhere. Alright, so... Valsambor.
How are things in town? They don't seem to be going that well.
If you ask me, the atmosphere is horrible. At least half the people don't want the U-Calls right at our door. Most of the shopkeepers even made the decision to go on strike over what they saw as unfair competition. Also, Valsambor hasn't been the same in the last 20 years. There it is.
Red alert, all hands, internet stations. Yeah, I can... It went back to normal.
Is Simon Steiner
Whatever
well
was
known
going on.
here in Valsambor?
For a long time, he was rather popular. You know, he isn't just a clockmaker. He knows everything about mechanical objects. He repaired everything for everybody here in Valsambor. He also designed the amusement park on the other side of the lake with a colleague of his. A French automaton creator, if I remember. You could say Valsambor owes a lot to Simon Steiner, miss. So when he got sick, I offered to hire Sarah to help a little.
So
You
why did
understand?
the amusement park melt down?
I'm off. Thank you again for your help.
See you soon, miss.
Wrong voice for that guy.
I'd really suggest you steer well clear of Captain Oboe, miss. He's always basically drunk as a skunk.
Okay.
I'm not standing here because I'm happy, you know, miss.
Speaking of Star Trek Online, has added a new faction to the game. The original series, Star Trek? Really?
In my family, we were always fishermen.
That
All
sounds
we
like it
ever
would be
knew.
cool.
So when they closed the port, you understand. I'm not standing here because I'm happy.
Okay.
You know, miss.
Okay, fine. I thought you'd let one talk to me, but I guess not.
All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress the Steiner girl. It really gets to me.
Why?
If only I was still 20 years younger. All those youngsters trying to act smart to impress
Okay,
the
that's
Steiner
creepy.
girl. It really gets
So
to me.
you want to date the Steiner girl? Even though
I
she's
hope you
20
find
years
the
younger than
tavern
you?
agreeable, miss. Vlad, the boss, does whatever it takes to keep the place cozy.
How are they even getting
With
any
everything going on,
supplies
that's not bad.
if the port's closed?
I hope you find the tavern agreeable, miss.
Okay, I don't know. Just make sure I get everything out of here I need to so I don't have
We're
to come back
pretty
in.
lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this.
Ooh.
Sometimes, though, I wonder if this town will ever get its old soul back.
Probably not unless the port opens back up. Maybe the Steiner girl likes older men.
We're pretty lucky with all we've been through. At least we've still got places like this.
Okay, this guy looks like he's drunk, but he's a different one.
The lake is haunted by a demon.
Oh no, it's Captain Obo.
It's watching me. Waiting. I can feel it.
No, I haven't done that yet. I'm in the process of doing that, Elliot.
Take across more travelers ever than any other ferry from Baltimore.
Alright.
That shape there in the water. What is it?
It looks like a squid. I really want to take some of these pots and pans, but I'm not going to be able to. It says we have to talk to
It's been
everybody.
hard to sell our produce since the port closed.
No, you did not miss it. I'm probably not going to get all of that done tonight at all. Seeing it's already 12:40, so it's 10 minutes after I normally go off.
If it continues, we'll have to sell at a loss.
Okay.
And it's been hard to sell our produce since the port closed. And now those nomads show up and undercut us.
Okay.
There's something about those nomads at our doors they're not telling us.
Yeah, like they're stuck
They
there.
can deny everything they want, but regardless, the truth is out there. You mark my words.
It's a long journey to
There's
get that
something
prosthetic.
about those
Exactly.
nomads at our doors they're not telling us.
The truth is out there. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
The mayor's got to do something about these nomads. This just can't go on.
Well, we want them to leave too.
I swear there's going to be trouble along the line.
The mayor's
Trouble
got
at
to do
River
something
City.
about these nomads. This just can't go on.
But I want to sing the Titanic thing, and I don't know why. Oh, it's hit me. Let's go talk to the prosthetic guy, and then prosthetic man. It's a prosthetic man. Look at this. Look at this. Deep, deep. I still say they look like a turtle. Come on. Come on. Come on, game. Come on. Here we go. So this is the end of the alley on the left. Right? There's a slightly nicer car. That's not it. If that's not it, why is the camera going so wonky? Looks exactly like a 2-liter. Like a turtle. What? How long is this alley? This feels very unsafe. There's nobody on the street. We don't know where we're going.
Lost your way, pretty girl?
No! We've not. We know exactly where we're going. Be quiet. Leave us alone. Nothing creepier than that. Oh. I can't look at the movie right now because it's not letting me. There we go.
Steiner.
Steiner! Yeah, that was a creepy... Yeah, if you're in an alley by yourself and somebody says that to you, you're like, ah! Let's get away from here. automatons, guys. We haven't seen these in a while. Oh. This guy seems extremely grumpy. I can just tell from the
Hello.
nose.
Are you Mr. Steiner? I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Steiner.
How
My
dare
name
you
is
mock
Kate
my
Walker,
ugliness and skip
and
away,
I've
then
come
they
to
will
pick
not
up
go
the
after somebody that is
prosthesis
crazy.
for Kirk, the Yukel spiritual guide.
And well, dear Miss Walker,
Stranger
Dr.
danger all day
Efimova
long,
has
exactly.
informed me that the young man was not yet in any sort of condition to withstand the operation, and that...
Mr. Steiner, are you all
What
right?
just happened?
It is impossible. That pendant
Judging
you
a man
have
by his
around your
nose.
neck. I would be very
It was just a
obliged if
guess.
you would entrust me with it for a moment. Please, Miss Walker.
Oscar!
Mein Gott! An XZ-2000 automaton heart in perfect working condition. A compensating spring memory. Pendulum ventricles and small mechanical pumps. Everything seems in excellent condition. Donnerwetter! Where on earth did you steal this, Miss Walker?
I didn't steal it.
What? Are you calling me a thief, Mr. Steiner? I haven't stolen anything from anyone. This is all I have left of my friend Oscar. Give it back to me right now.
Ah, so. And yet I am actually very familiar with this type of precision
Hey,
mechanism.
Morton!
An infernal precision. Incredible, unique expertise. For this was a Vorarlberg automaton, Miss Walker.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yes. It was Hans Vorarlberg who designed this object. Tell me, did you know him?
Oh, yeah. He even lived here a few years. We did a lot of work together. He taught me so many different things, you know. So it is useless to try and make up silly stories, Miss Walker. And I am afraid that I am not about to allow you to leave here as long as you have not told me the truth about where this object comes from.
Yeah, I think Kate's voiced by the same actress, Morton. Talk about Hans. Talk about Oscar.
Mr. Steiner, Oscar was a very special automaton. He inspired almost human emotions. But
Yeah,
today he
this
doesn't
guy is a
exist.
threat.
He isn't dead, of course. Because what has never lived cannot die. Oscar was just dismantled. It had to be like that. All that I have left of him is that heart. A heart made of metal.
It's far more than just a heart, miss. It's far more like a kind of mechanical hard drive.
No!
A computer that is full of cogs, gears, and springs. But...
Mr. Steiner!
I think because it was originally done in a different
My
language,
heart.
Morton.
Need... my medication?
So I think they just did the English voices but
Quickly!
didn't bother to make it.
Just don't move. I'll go and get your medication right away.
How the heck do we know where's the
No
medication?
medication in sight. Empty.
There it is. Empty cup. Okay, so that's not medication either.
Make yourself right at home. Don't mind
Why
me.
help a guy friend?
I just own
Hi,
the place.
Bulbadino! Yeah, well, no, I was trying to... Listen, dude, I'm trying to find your medicine. As far as I can
Empty.
tell. Like, your medicine could be anywhere. Just tell me where it's at. And maybe we can get it. Jeez, more crazy clocks. Where would he just keep his medicine? In the basement, right? Right here, of course. Okay, I need to get out of here. I can't be doing this right now. Where would he put his medicine, guys? This seems like a bad move. I don't know what that is because I can't see it. But thanks, game. Newspaper clipping? Okay, cool. We'll read that later. Is his medicine... Yeah, model of the crystal. Well, there's that. Like, we need to go upstairs and get his medicine. Like, is it down here or not? He's gonna die, and I think he can make us a new Oscar. And I would like to see a new Oscar. Thank you. That's where we came in. Where's his medicine? Oh, gosh. I think the game's gonna judge us on how we're handling this, and we're not handling this well. It should be right next to where he's at, shouldn't it? You would think. Where is it? Calling him at the time we get back to he ran away. No, he's still there.
My heart. I need my medication. Quickly.
Where is your medication? Here it is. Great. Nope. Oh gosh. Actually, let's grab that.
No medication.
Okay, good. So let's do reaching.
There's no point.
There we go. I thought he was gonna be dead.
Nothing that could help him.
Those look like medications. Are they just like what?
That could do him more harm than good.
Take the hammer and finish him. We need his help.
That could do him more harm than good.
What? A notebook could? Scanner's prescription. So we have a prescription?
No medication.
What?
Look at me. Are you satisfied? I just can't handle any aggravation anymore.
Where's the... Do we have to fill his prescription? Where... So... I didn't click the bottom middle drawer. I guess I didn't.
Nothing that could help him.
Nothing that could help him. Did I actually try?
No way.
Okay. We have the prescription, but it's like... Did he not get any new stuff? Okay, do we have to go to the pharmacy, guys?
Empty.
I don't have time to do this tonight. Go all the way to the pharmacy. Let's see if we can go at the back, and it's going to be relatively... It's not going to be. He's being a big jerk. Well, I know he's like sick and stuff, but you didn't fill your prescription? And you're yelling at us. Why are you yelling at us? Because you didn't fill your prescription. Also, there's the leg.
A woman's writing saying, "Grandfather, don't forget to take your medication 3 hours before dinner." Kirk's prosthesis. But it looks like it isn't finished.
Don't save the old man. We do have time. We need to save the old man because the prosthesis isn't finished. I can't even say it. Where's the door that we almost found that was like on our way out? Okay, that looks like that's a... So there's not... I thought there was a second door out that we didn't take. Oh, let me move the camera around, independent of me. That would be great. We need to get his is it niece or daughter? Or granddaughter? We need to get her. How do we get her? I don't know. Ugh, so many packages on the floor. Okay, we're gonna have to go get her because I think he can finish it for us. I think we just have to...
So, you would abandon me to my fate?
Where's his medicine? Because he's saying to me, good night, guys. Alright. You know what? It is 12:53. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to the main menu. They'll save it for us. This is the cliffhanger for next week. We got to find his medication. So I've had a good time with this game. I know, I have to. It's like almost 1 in the morning. I can't be doing this. Time got away from me. I have to get up tomorrow, but I am enjoying this game. Like all Syberia games, it has its clunkiness value. But when we come back next week, we'll see if we can find his medication. Hey, I'm tired. I have to get up early. Not that long from now. Thursday, I'll be back. I'm definitely going to finish up the Star Trek game on Thursday, guys. I almost finished it last week. And then we'll get started on King's Quest V. So, see you next time. Elliot says, will Jen save the man that threatened and locked her in? Tune in next time. So, we'll see you guys hopefully then. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the hosts and all the fun in chat. And hopefully, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.